Well, hello there, people, and welcome back to City Skylines. It's been a while since we were. Well, no, it's been same amount of time as usual since we did the City Skylines video. It's been a while since I uploaded. Um, my apologies. I was just very busy last week. Didn't really have the time. And I would like to thank you very much once again for all the support on the airport and low income suburbia build. It was really nice to see. I obviously always really appreciate all of the engagement and all of the support. I do love making the videos, and it's really nice to see people enjoying them. Bit of a surface painter issue there. I'm not sorting that out now. What are we doing today? Well, you may see the networks have changed quite a lot since last episode. I've done some pathing, and I've even done a tram line. Reason is I want to do an Olympic Park, and that's a big build. So I was like, I'll get that. I won't make you watch me build all the main networks. But so yeah, we're building an Olympic Park. I got this idea from someone called Ginger. I actually don't know their YouTube. I know they have a YouTube channel. I don't know what it's called. But I saw it on the City of Friends Discord server. I'm not plugging it. I'm just saying that's where I saw the pictures. And I was like, because it's not my server. The point is, I saw the pictures there, and I was like, I've got to build this. So, the Olympic Park in London, and I'm not going to go to Google, mainly because the recording software I use doesn't really allow that, which is not ideal, but it's okay. It means that so basically, yeah, the recording software I use doesn't really allow it. It's fine, but I'm just not going to go to Google Earth. But essentially, a lot of the stadiums have been kept. There's a football stadium. There is a velodrome, which is like a cycling place. There is still, and this is like the best example of Olympic Park in the world. It's been very well maintained. It's a wonderful place to go. Just go casually. And so there is also a hockey and tennis centre, so we can do some tennis, not really hockey. We're going to have to work obviously within the confines of the game. I don't like going to workshop picking up assets. I like the challenge of working with the assets I have. Yeah, I play with mods, but I want to piece together something with the assets I have. So I've chosen a few assets. I've got a label. So it's I've just named it Olympic, and we've got 9 assets that I want to keep in. Some of them are like new stuff. Like for example, this one. I'm not sure if we'll put it in. We'll see, but it's an idea. Maybe it's like counting down until the next Olympics, possibly. Might be why it exists, and it could possibly squeeze in along here. I don't know. That's not really a problem for now. We've got just like multiple sports stuff. Driving range for golf from After dark, I think it's just really cool. I think that really suits the vibe. The Grand Library. I might think about getting the African miniature conference centre, because there's a place called Here East in Stratford, which is like a startup centre for local businesses, but has exhibitions like for small tech companies and stuff. But it's really cool, and I don't know, conference centre seems like the right asset to put in to represent that, but not now. We're gonna focus. So what I want to do, first of all, I would like to put in our stadiums, and there's some other stuff I'd like to have a go at. This is a bit of an experiment. Excuse my hiccups, holy moly. This is a bit of an experiment, but I'd like to try and build a BMX track with the dirt roads. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy. Anyway, we'll knock out this road here. Just wanted to place this in. And we'll just grab move it, because obviously, we'll have a wee look. The terrain is rather challenging, which is going to make it more fun, but at the same time, it is hard to work with. I need this to go to the same height as that. That's going to be good for us, and that's quite a big drop down. So what we will do is actually we will knock it down there a bit. So that's going to be a bit more reasonable. And that's going to provide a stunning view, isn't it? Like, you know, we're going to have to do... Normally I like to stay away from... I feel like everyone uses keys to sort out these in the modded game. Whoops. But this is going to have to be keys, isn't it? We'll get back to that later. Right. Back to find it. Driving range. I actually don't know where I'd like to put this. I think that might be a good, suitable location. Is it though? Move it finagling, here we come. Just try to get all these assets plopped in, you know. It's kind of a bit of a jigsaw. But I want to have like suitable amounts of space between them. Because, you know, it's an Olympic park we're building. We're not building the actual Olympics. We've gone for the Copper Bowl football stadium. It's second biggest and it just feels right. I think it's the coolest because it's open air. And where we're going to fix this is going to be a bit of a issue. We can place it in. Place it in quickly and just have a wee look at it. So obviously move it. It's going to be our friend here. If we could get it to follow the terrain. Where's the... I don't know where that button is. Anyway, I think this one may, well, I think, oh yeah, I moved this road just so I could fit it. I did do a little bit of experimenting with where all the stadiums could sit, you know, just to kind of make sure we're being sensible. And I don't mind moving that highway road even more. But I think that's going to work if we could just... We'll take it forward a little bit, and that's actually going to be fine. Obviously, we're going to have to move this tramway, but you know, it's not the most beautiful thing anyways. So we'll just quickly grab it. Control H, shove it onto that. I would. This is the only thing we're doing today. It's quite a lot of thing. I actually did drop in some hotels. I've been trying to make a bit of a profit because obviously this is a very expensive venture. And I've already blown quite a bit of my money. Do I regret anything? No. I think it was a fantastic way of spending it. But the fact is, it's quite expensive. Could we use our network multi-tool to go like you there? Is that going to look awful? Can you do it? Oh, okay, I'll just redraw it. Move it and then grab this. Let's kind of sort this out. That's looking pretty awful, isn't it? Oh, doing a range at line mode just to sort this out. Not T. I meant to press R, but I pressed the wrong button. That's what I do, isn't it? If I don't press the wrong button, then is it really an APAG video? No. What we're going to have to do, we're going to have to do a fair bit of node controller here. If we could click on this node. Delete. And we're going to want to just kind of like theme these out. This is going to have to be redrawn. It's nice. This is a good excuse to use the one-way tram roads, which is always a lovely thing to do. Just grab this. We're going to want to pull that back a bit and make it the right angle. We don't really care how this looks. I don't have the TMP link connectors working. I never seem to be able to get like high. Oh no, I got the unconnected tracks working. That's good. That's good for me. And a bit of network multi-tool slope function. You're gonna be very welcome here. And we're gonna want to slope that node because that's quite steep. That is sloped. Well, this is gonna have to do a bit of a. How steep is that? It's quite steep. Okay, well that'll do. This is stuff that I really should be doing in the detailing in order to keep you all engaged, the viewer at home. get this. M, yes. Control H, this. Page down. Control H. That's going to be fine. Obviously, we're going to have to do terrain work on this one. Everything's going to require terrain work. But then we're building on the side of a hill, so that's understandable. This metro station is just... I love the Plazas and Promenades metro station. I don't say it enough, but it was such a fantastic addition. It's such a beautiful station. Such a beautiful building. So, the next thing on our list is the Grand Library. I think here might be good, just straight off. Bit of Control B, just to get rid of those ugly trees. Remove them. We could do our own detailing around it, but I kind of want the angle in a way that works with the path. Could we get the path to go at the same height as this? And then grab this, draw it a bit closer. That's going to look quite nice. The angle of the building works with the path we've got, and then obviously a bit more network multi-tool slope function, just to kind of sort that out. 11.5 for a path is perfectly acceptable in my opinion. Modern Art Museum, I kind of already know where I want this to sit. I want it to sit out here. Obviously we can do our own detailing, but I thought, you know, if this feels appropriate for a art museum. See, in Skyscraper I wanted a bit of height. I love this asset. I think it's massively underrated. Bit too much car parking on it, but you know. No, we're not going to have car parking before anyone asks. Not that anyone's going to ask, everyone knows. Could just upgrade the trees on this. We'll put it for a chestnut. Chestnut's always a... No, I want these ones to be chestnut. This one... I don't know. Could we get like a... Well, how big is that tree? Yeah, a linden might work well there. Not kin. Lin. I have to type round the back of this stupid microphone, just the way I've got my setup going. Which is fine. It's fine. It just means... Basically, I'm just saying, don't judge me, please. Let's try and grab this and just move the path a little bit. No, go away. Why is it X? I swear it was C. Change the stupid keybind. Someone who did that. If we could like shift that over. Yeah, we can do a bit of... We can do some rock work on that cliff. Just to change it up a bit. And the hypermarket. I would like the hypermarket because we don't really have much leisure opportunities over here. That could kind of... I think that can sit well by the station. This metro station. So the uni's... the who do you what's it? I have a few more items, don't I? Where's the aquatic centre? Bit odd. I'll find it after. I want to build an aquatic centre in because that seems right. From the uni, so university campus DLC. That's what it's called, campus. There's a varsity sports aquatic centre, and I want that. But this is looking good. I think it's a good broad layout. I would like still to get some Green City suburbia in this kind of area. Then over here we're going to look to get some more industrial. So this will be Green Cities, and this will be the tram town. Anyways, the Olympic Park's very well served by public transit. We've got the airport metro, got the trams which are going to run through here from the airport metro to this metro, and eventually we're going to run them into this metro in the tram town. Why? Because I like the tram town. How many you got on board? 72. That's fine. I want to run them sort of... I thought, you know, I was going to have it as a historic tram just through the tram town. Oh, whoops, excuse the creaking. But I was like, it's fun. I like trams. I think they'll sit in here really nicely. I've actually deleted the line. I've just been trying to save money. I want to get some good cash flowing. And I've tried with the hotels and retreats. It just took a little bit finagling to upgrade these two. Holy jump! Yeah, I know all the detailing's gone here. I apparently had reached the prop and tree count very quickly. That basically I lost all my detailing when EML was removed, which is fine. We can detail it another time. But yeah, we're making 2,000 off of both of these, which is good. Did a bit of I saw these were in a good location, so I kind of. They're losing money. Oh, we'll drop it down to 75 a night. 75. Just experimenting with the hotels and retreats function. I don't think I was gonna do it as part of an episode, but I didn't. I was kind of like, it's not really that exciting. Everyone else has covered it. I don't really have that many placed down. I have a couple here. These were, I thought, these are just decent place for it. Obviously, I need to detail them. They're not losing money. They're not making masses, but they'll do. And then I kind of cheesed it over here. And these are all making us a bunch of money. I've put in a bunch stacked on top of one another. Call me a cheater, I don't care, I am one. So yeah, but this is all just a mess anyway, and it all needs to be demolished. For higher land value, why did you upgrade? Oh wait, yeah, because I lowered the parks budget. Basically, I was just trying to skimp on stuff because I should probably pause. Yeah, turn these off because it's charging me £7 a week. That was a bit stupid. Turn off the Grand Library. Yeah, it's costing me a lot of money. So I'm gonna have to come in with some suburbia next episode. Yeah, I might even keep some of these turned off. We'll see what happens. I could do a bit of a residential time lapse at the end of the episode. We're already 17 minutes in, goodness sake, how did I manage that? So, campus, what's it? Yeah, I'm very good at English, I know. Campus, the aquatics. There, that's what we want. No, press enter, yes. Place it in. You know this episode's going to be mainly detailing. I could do some commentary during the detailing. You shouldn't be deliberating this on camera. Shush. We'll rotate this around. Because it's going to make most sense to us, isn't it? And that's going to be a tight squeeze. Well, you're going to want to move this Plaza Promenade road over. Yeah, I am. So I'm doing it. Wow, that's crazy, you're doing it. Do it faster. Yeah, you're on camera, so do it faster. You're just making sounds at this point for no apparent reason. Yes, I am. That's how my commentary works. It's rubbish, I know. Do you want anything else? The aquarium's pretty cool. The aquarium can go in your museum's district that you have planned. I can't argue with that one. Doesn't seem to want anything. Oh, quickly. We'll turn these on with it on paused. Okay, no. We'll do that later. We'll name all the teams later. So in the city currently we've got the Hube Botanists. Obviously at this stadium by the Botanical Gardens that lost all of its botanical plantiness because of removing AML. Oh, woe is me. Drakkar Airport, I named that. I forgot to last episode, I named it. I haven't named it Metro Stop Drakkar Airport, I've just named it Airport. I like simple Metro Stop names. This is Olympic Park. I've actually named this area Paisley Square because it's a town in Scotland and it's not a particularly glamorous town, but I think it is a wonderfully pretty name, and it's a square, and I was like, thinking of names, and I don't know why, but I just was like, yeah, I've got to name something Paisley Square. So these two stations both called Paisley Square. I'm curious. Where's the next train? I want to see if, when it's riding into Paisley Square, you have to turn UI on. Okay, well, you know you're wasting your episode time. Might have to do a two-parter. Might just have to cut out some of your waffling. Excuse this tangent. C. Toggle UI. No, that's cinematic camera. Oh, you're such an idiot. First person camera. Show info panel, just so I know. I really want to see this. This is very random. It does not tell you. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, detailing time lapse. I might have to cut a lot of the detailing out. I definitely won't cut out the BMX track. I'll actually do commentary. I might do that first, actually. I don't know. I might not do it first when I'm detailing, but in the edit I'll do it. Might do it first. Depends if I remember. I'll also probably have cut out much of this waffling, so you may not know what I'm talking about when I say it's 20 minutes in. So yeah, detailing review, and then off we pop. No, then cinematics, obviously. Then off we pop. Yeah. Off we go. So, off we go. While we're just detailing, is it really detailing? Well, yeah, we're building via BMX track, and a time lapse is a bit tedious to do on the own. It's all just a bit of node controller and move it work. Comes out really well. I'm very pleased with it. It's quite finicky, but actually it's not as bad as I was expecting. And I think if you are building a city, it's really nice to have these unique elements such as this, just to create character. For example, this. I'm very, very pleased with this idea. I'm super happy with how it came out. I'm surprised it came out so well, but it did. So BMX tracks, for those who don't know, BMX is all about, you have to carry your weight through the turns in a way that you don't have to pedal, you just have to move your weight and the bike keeps on moving. Sorry, don't know why I cut out some of it, but yeah, I didn't show building all of it. And yeah, it's all about not pedaling and moving your weight in a way that yeah, you kind of just continue moving. So it's got banked corners, and it's all about getting those hills, putting your weight down on the downhills. It's amazing how fast some of the world's professionals can go. And I used to do it for a bit, and I absolutely loved it. It's a quite dangerous sport, but you know, it's good fun. Then we also end up building some stands quickly, which we'll quickly see the end of. I'm trying to keep this episode to a reasonable length, which is why you're not seeing that much for detailing. But hey, yeah, we'll cut to just some music and a detailing time lapse. think I'd go as far as daring to say this is the detailing largely done. There's always improvements that could be made. Maybe if I grow big enough and I to do stream or something, one day I'll come back here. But I think that's good enough for thing. I think I have to remind myself fundamentally this is a park. You don't need to go crazy. And it's looking alright. I mean, it is just kind of like heavy use of trees. Trees are doing their heavy work. Got a bit of a picnic area outside the cafe over here and some lovely shops and stuff. Build a bit of road track, which is very not really detailed, but I think I'm going to come to it when I kind of build in this area. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do over there, but it'll be something cool, I'm sure of that. I haven't really detailed up the the modern city centre again, because I think some episode I'm going to just need to fill in these gaps, but that's not a job for right now. Also kind of sorted out this weird little space with just that was awkward. It's not really sorted, but I mean, kind of made it look like, yeah, it is just a steep hill and there's a road running up. It's a bit of a shortcut. I've got the game on pause at the moment because these buildings are not enjoying life, because there's not enough residential. Next episode we'll be building a suburb. I'm quite happy with the overall layout, but yeah, so sorry, I know I mentioned this briefly. This is and I'll have said it probably in the time lapse when I was talking, if I do end up doing that. We'll have a look. You'll see. Just a road racing track that was kept from the Olympics. You know, kind of. Again, taking inspiration from London. This is still something like this is still here. It's quite fun to make. You just craft random roads going everywhere. And goodness, there are a lot of trees over here. But I love how the BMX track came out. It was an experiment, but I think it was an incredibly successful one. The bumps just work so well. They're not that extreme, but you know, they're alright. We've built some stands. They're not the most pretty, but we get the idea across. Yeah, I need to build something in here. Well, as I said earlier, we probably need an episode to sort out these little gaps in between, but it's okay. Just a bit of a ramp up from the bottom to the top, and I don't know, I'm just so happy with the way this looks. I'm so pleased with it. Coming around here, it's kind of just like repeated tree patterns, some commercial, trying to kind of create a bit of more of a sense of area. I don't know what's going on with the game, but please do excuse it. It's kind of must have been an autosave. Tried to create a pond here. These assets go a bit crazy when they're in water, so it didn't work that well, but I think they look quite alright here. Yeah, it's a lot of just repeated trees, but I think it works. It gives the idea of a park. Use some of our new park life. No, hotels and retreats parks, and these are just gorgeous. It's a shame the water isn't perfect, but you know, with the restraints of city skylines, these are just absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Colossal Water. Sea and Skyscraper, not really done that much around this area. Kind of just neaten things up a bit. I don't think too much needs to be detailed. Could do a bit of stuff over here, but there's always stuff you notice when you're going around. Yeah, just a lot of trees. We have actually created, in theory, another pond. This one I think looks a bit better with the rocks lining it. And I've actually made it in a bit of a dip, so you can. It gives the illusion that it is actually a pond. It works a lot better. Obviously, the best best base game asset ever. I think it's base game. This pavilion. That's just such a beautiful prop. We don't really do anything over here. I think it's okay to leave some just empty fields, as long as it's not janky terrain. It's alright to just leave green space, and I think you don't want to obstruct the view. Although we've kind of done that with this commercial. It's alright. But yeah, we've done a bit of a basic food court detailing. We've got Joy's builds cities taco truck. She's just such a great YouTuberist, and she loves tacos, so it makes sense. Well done, Larry Skylines. These are all great assets. Some plazas and promenades trucks, and some park life stands. It just all works very well. It's dotted. a couple of pieces, there's a couple of sculptures around, and I don't know, it's all just very pleasing for me. I want to now work on the public transit. So, we can now open up the airport branch of the university line. Yeah, I name my metro lines. So the university line is going to run in this loop up, stop at the university, and then it splits into two branches. One going to Mount Logie, one going to the airport. And we can open the airport branch. So we come here, create a new line. We will stop at Olympic Park, airport, Olympic Park, and back to Paisley Square. And this is going to be a darker green, so actually that's probably an appropriate colour. Might make it a bit darker. Still, we're going to want to put straight away. I can tell this line's going to get busy on occasion. It's going to two crazy spots. So I'm going to keep these turned off for now, however, so we're not really going to want much. And actually I'm not going to choose the vehicle yet, purely because I'm not going to press play. It's all kind of not working at the moment. We need some residential and a bit more industry in the city, which we'll come to next episode. We build currently called Sunset Heights. It won't be Sunset Heights, don't worry. But I do want to kind of just do our public transit now, and then we'll sort it out. Then we'll press play next episode and it'll be grand. So the trams, these trams, I might have said before, they're gonna run to the tram town. And it's just gonna be a small mini tram network, and it's all gonna be very nice. We probably want to start the line there. We will obviously stop in front of the Copper Bowl Stadium. Ooh, jumpy game. Oh, and I broke the tram line. If I move the stop there and I move it back. Stop there. Yeah, good. Stop there. Yes, please. Stop for the BMX track. You know it, Gov. Stop on the way back. Complete the line. We're not going to press play, so it doesn't matter if... we'll add the stop there, of course. That's fine. Just setting up all the public transit. And now's the interesting part. Buses. Because we haven't really decided our buses. We're probably going to want an info view on for this. Or wait, it will show up without the info view. Yes. Okay, we'll do it that way. So we've already got two buses coming in here from the airport. And I think I might keep those airport buses. Because they do a decent job, and it's nice to just have airport buses running around anyway. We can have up to 4. So we'll grab another one. We'll take it down this way and pull it into this bus lane. Stop there. Obviously we're going to want to stop a fair bit on the way at all of these interesting and exciting locations. We'll take it into here using the one-way system. Stop it there. We'll take it to the metro. Take it in here. Add some stops just to get more coverage. Even take it down here. Loop it back up around. We'll do a bit of a weird shape there just to help out with how many buses are going to one bus stop. I think this line will be quite valuable. I think we'll skip that on the way back. I don't know why I put a stop there. I think I went a bit crazy. I might remove that later if I remember. But not worth interrupting the flow. Shove it there. Shove a stop there. You're going to want to just take it straight through to the airport. Yeah. That's alright, but then you don't have any buses running that way. Well, not all the buses coming here need to run to the airport. And don't forget, you don't need to do all the bus lines now. Yeah. Well, we will also just have like a bus that shuttles people around here. Could be that simple. And stop on the way back. Cool here. Stop in here. and stop there. That'll be good. Just to get the buses to, I don't know. We'll use a minibus, one of our minibuses off the workshop for that.
Recharge battery.
My apologies if you heard that. Something complaining at me. Not ideal. We'll shove a stop there. Yeah, where'd you plan to go with that? I think that'll do for bus lines for now. Because we'll take some out into the soon-to-be named and built Sunset Heights. I think the plan for the next episode is going to build a bit of green cities out over this way. And I would love to... Actually, I'll take that back. Just thinking about my plan. So we're going to have a theme park over here. So in an ideal world, I'd move this university and build a zoo in this area, surrounded by a green city suburb. I think that'll be next episode. And then after that, we will be building an industrial evolution industry area over here, where we'll have the level 3s this way and the level 2s this way, because green cities is a better transition, less stark. I don't know what I'm going to fit in here. Maybe just some more residential suburb. And then over here, we're going to, I don't know, build suburb. Kind of, this will be the tram town, so it'll be more gridded. I'm looking forward to it. So next episode, zoo plus green city suburb. That's it decided then. So catch me next week for Transport Fever 2. And I'd like to thank you very much for watching. We will drop into the cinematics now. And I'll see you next week.